Why were the people in the fighter mafia so retarded? I'm watching this video and it seems like beyond John Boyd and his energy theory, everyone in the fighter mafia was certifiably retarded. It seems like they had these boomer techno work mindsets in the 90s even before they got paid by Puccia to talk reformer bullshit. How does one continue to double down despite overwhelming evidence saying otherwise? Getting paid by Russia is all you gotta know for how useful their advice is to Americans. I mean, if the United States found itself on the losing end of an attritional total war where F-35s are being shot down faster than they can be replaced, the fighter mafia's critiques of its per-unit cost and over-engineering might have some merit to them. But those aren't the wars we're fighting right now, or will be in for the foreseeable future. Ironically, their advice would have been fairly sensible to Nazi Germany, and would have gotten them purged as well, which is probably where they're approaching it from. Seems like even with drones to level the playing field, it feels like it won't hold true with Ahead and Laser Showrad being quickly fielded. The low end on the high-low mix is still going to be a lot higher than kamikaze drones, in my opinion. Being a group whose most qualified member is a theoretician slash flight instructor who flew F-86 Sabres in Korea without seeing any combat. The rest of the group are analysts with no military or engineering background. Despite that, this group anoints themselves as experts on all things related to military strategy and weapon system design. Proceed to come off as massive retards. It's not that mysterious when you actually break it down. They didn't have the practical experience to make good evaluations of details or the theoretical comprehension to understand the fundamental principles, let alone both. They couldn't differentiate between things good at one time, things at multiple times, and timeless things. They were vibing. To midwits of their generation born into the same vibes, they felt plausible and realistic. But once the moment passed, not even the midwits could miss the stench of BS. A combination of reasons. But short version is their flawed understanding of how the nature of air combat had changed meant they all think that something like an F-4 or MiG-21 sits neatly on the max cost effectiveness curve, while the F-35 is paying 10 times more for marginal improvements. Meanwhile, the reality is that it's probably the things they hate that actually sit on the curve. They were right. Swarms of cheap aircraft is what will dominate the battlefield. Kinda. FPV drone is ultimate cheap fighter spam. But it's guided weapons, and Pierre Sprey was adamantly against guided weapons. Remember, Chud, your smart weapons don't work. Because, just because.
I'm in heaven. My heart beats so that I can hardly speak.